I've got nothing left. What is good, people? We're back with another workout, episode 5 of the Path to God Body. So, today has started off as a character building day. I was putting the car cover on the car and realized that I have a flat tire. Big old screw, well, not big, but little screw in the tire. I'm thinking, why is the tire flat from a distance? I walk up to it, I'm thinking, I can't see anything wrong. I inspect it, I see a screw in it. And I'm like, when did this happen? So, in the beginning, I was a little bit like, why? But then I thought to myself, you know what, it could have been a lot worse because I was out yesterday. Could have been driving, the tire could have exploded or, you know, completely gone flat while I was driving. Then I'd have to call somebody to come and help, you know. But I made it back home. The tire probably didn't go down, well, probably went down overnight, and I'm just seeing it now. The only bad thing about Subarus is that it doesn't come with a spare tire. It comes with like this thing where you can reinflate your tire. I'm hoping that one still has one, but we'll see. I might have to buy a whole puncture repair kit or, you know, something of that nature, man. But yeah, that's just a little character building. But it is what it is, man. Life goes on. Things happen. See if I can rectify the issue, man. But overall, hey, morning. That's the morning. That's the start for today, man. But we're gonna get into this workout right now. We're gonna do our body weight reps of back extensions. My back is feeling a lot better. Unfortunately, I still have the tilt. I know that's gonna take some time to get rid of. But strength-wise, I can pick up stuff from the ground. I can kind of bend over more. I can squat down now. I can go into a deep squat. So the training is working. But yeah, let's get into this. We're gonna go for the 30 reps today, man. And then we'll see what weight we can pull as well. But yeah, that's the start of the day. So you got to look on the bright side at the end of the day. Hopefully it's not too costly. But yeah, anyway, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, I can put the fatigue coming in, 27, 28, come on, 29, 30, not too bad at all. So, I think as well, another reason why my back is feeling a little bit more fresh today is I took an extra rest day as well. Not specifically, well yeah, my body was feeling still a bit, you know, sore, and I had stuff to do the previous day as well. So an extra rest day is always beneficial. If you can take one, or if you feel like you need to take one, but if you don't, hey, it is what it is. But we're gonna move some weight now. We're gonna use the dumbbells today. I feel like I can probably not get limited by bricks and other sort of stuff in the way, and see how that goes. So if we can go up in weight, we'll go up in weight. But right now we got 10 kilos on either dumbbell, so what, 20 kilos plus the heavy ass bars that go between them, so probably about 25 kilos. So roughly what we've been working at overall. So yeah, take a quick break and then we'll get into it. On a happier note, I am very appreciative for everyone who's been tuning in to the videos, man. I think episode 1 is already at 1,000 or over 1,000 views, which is amazing. Seeing that I did take such a prolonged break. Some of the other episodes do need to catch up, so go watch the other episodes as well. But no, honestly, I'm happy with all the views, the likes, the comments, you know, all that stuff, man. So big up to you guys, man. I really do appreciate it. I am trying to make this journey as authentic as possible. I know some parts, again, may not be as interesting as, you know, me getting into the actual lifting, but this is the reality of what I'm doing right now to try and rebuild my body so it can be as functional as possible, man. So that's that. But right now, let's get into this next set. See how this goes, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Oh yeah. That was good. That was good. I do need another weight plate behind me because I do have very strong legs, and that did push that back a little bit. But yeah. Oof, yeah, man. That's a good weight. That's a good weight. That felt nice too. Oh yeah, that was good. Dumbbells, definitely a lot better than trying to use the little barbell. Whoa, what is, I'm off it today. That wheel got my brain all over the place, man. But we'll do another set, and I think we'll call it there. We ain't gonna do 3 sets today. We're gonna do 2 sets now, and really just try to make the best out of the 2 sets rather than overdo it, man. So yeah, another set, and then we'll get into some more exercises. I think next session we'll go up by 5 kilos. So right now we've got 10 kilos on the bar. So, I'm sorry, on each dumbbell. So I think we'll go up by 5 kilos on each side. So rather than have 2 5s, we'll have 2 10s, and obviously on the same thing on the other side. Because the rep range is solid. 8 reps is right where we want to be at. Well, 9, was it 8 or 9? 8 or 9 reps. But, you know, that's a high enough rep range to move up, in my opinion anyway. So let's do it. Next one, let's go. 1, 2, 3. That's good, man. That is good. We're gonna do some Y raises today because we didn't do them last time. What else? What else in regards to the back? I don't think we're gonna do good mornings today. I think we'll do the Y raises. I want to try and do one side as well. Start working unilaterally. So I think we'll do the Y raises to give my lower back a little bit of a break, and then we'll try the I don't want to call them side bends, oblique, whatever they're called, you know. But that's really going to open up my QL on the tight side. So we'll see how that goes. We'll do that body weight, same as the back extension. We'll do that body weight, and then we'll see if we can add some weight on to make it more intense. I've never been one for gatekeeping. And I remember I did say to you guys, if this program, you know, if I do see improvements, if I see it working, I'll let you know the program, but the channel in which I got my information from. So the channel is Low Back Ability. I follow them on Instagram and YouTube. So depending on what platform you're mainly on, you can follow them on there. This is where I'm getting all my information from. I do follow, I'm not sure if I follow ATG, but I think they're kind of combined. But yeah, Low Back Ability, you know, I watched a lot of the videos, found some inspiration and applied some of the exercises that they're doing. I'm not following the exact way that they said to do it, but based on what I know I'm capable of. But you know, the basis of it and the foundation of it, of what I'm doing, is relatively what they suggested. So go give them a follow, man, and a subscribe. They have some good information on there which can really help you if you are really suffering from back pain, lower back pain specifically. But let's do these wire raises. This is heavier than usual, so we're gonna see how this goes. All right, that's too heavy. I ain't even going front. I knew it was gonna be too heavy. I should have just used the bars. Let's just use the 5 kg plates. It's 7, 8. All right. Quick break, then we'll do another set. So I did come across the low back ability channel a long time ago, actually, when I first injured my back. But I was looking for a quick fix. So you see when you watch a video and they say do these exercises, and I think, okay. And then you start doing them, you start to see some relief, and then you think, I really ain't got to do this as much anymore, as diligently, you know, as I first started off. And then the pain comes back. So I had to, well, actually I rediscovered the channel by accident. I wasn't really looking for it in particular. It just came across on my feed. I was like, bro, you're suffering right now, check it out. And this time I actually watched multiple videos, you know, their backstory, or his backstory, should I say. I don't know if it's multiple people, but I've only seen one guy really talking the channel. His backstory, and then I thought, man, he's been suffering from a long time. I've only been suffering for, let's say, actually, we could call it a long time, probably about since 2020, I think, been suffering with this on and off. Some years good, some years not so good, but I've been suffering regardless. So I was like, you know what, let me properly implement the exercises as part of my program. So that's why I do this before every single session, to make sure that one, I do it, and two, that it's actually being done when I'm the most fresh, because obviously my lower back is, we could arguably say, the weakest part of my body right now. So while my energy is fresh, while the energy is high, motivation is there, do the exercises, make sure the lower back gets the, you know, the work and the attention that it needs, and then we can move into other stuff. Now, again, as I said, that wasn't exactly how they said to do the program, but I'm trying to think and see if it works out for me. But so far, so good, you know, I can't really complain. But let's get into it, man. As I said, I'll never be a gatekeeper of information. Information, knowledge is there to be shared, not you hold on to it and try to control and manipulate people and all this other stuff. If you got information which can help somebody else, share it. Let it be known, because some people believe that, you know, if you let out all your secrets, someone's gonna overtake you and da-da-da-da. Yeah, maybe, but you'll still get your blessings, though, you know what I mean? So, there you go. 6, 7, 8. That's good. So yeah, unlike them, or unlike him, I don't know why I keep saying them, I don't have a back extension apparatus, machine, whatever it's called. I believe it's also called a Roman chair. So we're just making do with what we got, man, at the end of the day. Or maybe one day we'll get there and we won't have to do all this setting up and, you know, bricks and whatever. But right now, I'm grateful for having this. It does the job. I do truly believe, though, that your adversity, or, you know, the struggles that you go through in life, and everyone's struggles and adversity is different, is a blessing to others if you can make it through on the other side. So let's say you go through something and you're thinking, damn, why is that happening to me, whatever. But you manage through it, you work your way through it, you know. You come out on the other end of the tunnel. And then you come across someone who's going through a similar situation, or, you know, it may be even the same exact situation, but it's relative. And, you know, they come across and you can actually help them. You can give them real information rather than, you know, just general motivation. Oh, keep going, keep trying, whatever. You can give them a step-by-step of how you worked through, you know, whatever you're going through, and they can relate, you know. It's like when I play football. If you had a coach who played the game and played the game at a high level, or, you know, a similar standard at which you are at, they could relate to you in a way that a coach who kind of played couldn't. Like, they know what it feels like. They know the feeling. They know the, you know, the little bit of anxiety you may get before a game, or, you know, you won't sleep the night before, or the pressure after making a bad pass, and all the, you know, the mental. They know the mental aspect of it. They've been in the arena, should I say. And I feel like you have to have gone through certain things in order to share and be empathetic, rather than study something, because nothing beats field experience at the end of the day. You know, you can read a book about driving, you study, whatever, until you get behind the wheel of a car, you're never gonna know what it feels like to drive, and you can't explain that feeling to someone who's then learning how to drive, because it's just not the same. So I say that to say, your adversity might be a blessing to someone eventually. But for right now, we're gonna try these side bends, man. Hopefully, we can get a good amount of range of motion. Oh yeah, see, that is tight, boy. That is very tight. Actually, I must say, it's not that bad. It's better than what I expected. Oh, I can feel a little bit fatigued there. It's better than what I expected. Let me see if I come down here a little bit. It is definitely. So what I might do, just does a quick test. I might just do a high rep right now, maybe like 15, 20 reps. See what we can get out of that, and then we will progress with this. So let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, ooh, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, we'll go with 15 for today, and then we'll progress with that. So we'll start to incorporate that. I think next session we'll aim for 20, and then we'll do 2 sets, maybe next session of 20, something like that. And then we'll start to add weight to really build up this side again. But I think that's all for the lower back stuff today. Let's get into the actual workout, man. I know I've spoken a lot in this video, more than usual, so let's go. Again, if you're wondering why I took my shirt off and put a cap on, one, it's hot, and I put the cap on so I have something to attach the mic to. Ordinarily, when I used to wear my little scully, I just attached it to the scully, but the scully don't fit no more now that the hair is gone. So I might have to get like a what's it, MJ or LeBron headband to make up for it, but I can't bother to go upstairs either. Let's get into these wide pull-ups, man. Decent. 2 more sets. I think we'll stick with what we done last time. Actually, no, we're not gonna do that. I think we'll do. Actually, we might. Nah. We'll do 3 sets wide today. We ain't gonna do the bicep curl. We'll do a different bicep exercise. So we're gonna do three sets of wide pull-ups, 10 minimum, and then that'll be it for the back width stuff. You know. Once I can start to do stuff like squat and deadlift pain-free, I think I'll start to go back into the weighted stuff, man. I know it's annoying. Actually, to be fair, I could probably just put the weighted vest on. That way it doesn't drag down on my hips. I actually might start doing that, to be honest. So instead of the weight being loaded here and, put it on the shoulders instead, I might start doing that. That's a good idea, actually. We might start using the weighted vest. It does weigh 25 kilos, so it's heavy. So yeah, I think next session, that might be the move, man. Come on, give me one more. Yeah, weighted vest for sure. Next session, man. Completely forgot about that. But getting that weighted vest on is something else. Tough, but we need to make those gains, man. We need to get back on track. I think today's session is probably going to be a bit more calisthenics focused. Yeah, I think today calls for a bit more body weight stuff, man. So I think we might leave the weights alone today, and we'll just do some dips, followed by some rows, some push-ups with the gymnastic rings, and then what else? We'll see what else we can get in there. Maybe some skull crushers. We've got to hit biceps, so maybe some Pelican Curls as well. We'll see, man. But yeah, let's do a calisthenics session. That just come to my mind. Yeah. Feel that, man. Feel that for sure. Yeah. So yeah, let's get into some dips now. Then we're going to the rows, ring push-ups, and Pelican Curls. I think that sounds like a decent session to me. Work, man. Let's work. Three sets of dips should be suffice, I think. Get a nice chest and tricep in there, front shoulder as well. Ooh, dips. my most hated exercise, or one of my most hated exercises, to be honest. Man, I used to struggle to get past 8. So you're terrible at them, but I didn't train them. But I thought if I trained triceps in the other way, it would help with dips. But I have to train these directly from the bottom. All right, folks. Next set. Let's do it, man. Wow, all right. Fatigue well and truly kicked in. One more set to go, man. Final set of the dips, man. Wow. Oh, 10. Wowzers. We're gonna get into the bodyweight rows now. For those of you who have been subscribed to the channel from the jump, do you remember when we used to do the rows with 2 chairs and a pole going across them and bricks on either side of the chairs to hold them in place, man? Yeah, it's a long time ago. It was definitely a ghetto setup, but boy, it worked. But here we are today, a rack, barbell, and a bench, and we can do things a bit more seamlessly now, which is nice. So life takes time. If you keep consistent, you will progress. The universe will bless you when it sees you working towards what you want, man. But you can't just sit around and expect to be given. You must put forth the effort. Here we go. 8, 9, 10. Bodyweight rows will never not be difficult. I don't know why. There's just something about them. I think it's that you have to keep your core locked. You're rowing with your back and your biceps and everything. Ah, man, goodness. Into this next set, man, I'm trying to give you a bit of a different angle so you can see the back working, but I'm not sure if it's bright enough for any of that and if this angle is good enough, but I'm trying to make this a cinematic masterpiece for the audience. Beautiful day though, can't complain. Wonderful weather, in fact, especially in the shade. It feels exuberant, feels, one would say, stupendous. There we go. We're gonna hit some weighted, man, look at me. I think it's one of the old videos. We're gonna hit some ring push-ups now. The reason I'm doing this on rings is because I can get a little bit extra stretch on the chest down the bottom compared to doing it on the ground, where obviously the ground is a limiting factor And it's a little bit less stressful on the wrist because you can put your wrist in whatever position you choose. So you can do it neutral, pronated, supinated, whatever. Well, not supinated, but you know what I mean. So let me see, these rings are too high. A little bit too high. Need to make them a bit lower, just so my body is streamlined, parallel with the bench. That's better. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, that's tough. 2 more to go. Oh man, it's been a minute since I've done push-ups like that. Oof. Fatigue is hitting differently, man. Wow. Wow. All right, 1 more to go. We hit Pelican Curls and then that's it for today, man. Nothing left. So we're finishing off with some Pelican Curls. Now for those of you who don't know what those are, literally it's a reverse bicep curl basically. These are a bit too long, so let me just adjust these quickly. Let's put that up to 8. Hopefully that's a good height. So these are going to put a nice long stretch on the biceps. And literally what you do is lean forward like so. And then you just curl back up like that. That's literally what it is. I do need a bit more give on it, so I'm gonna go a bit longer. And I do need to grab something for my feet to hold my feet in place. Let me just use a mat. Hopefully a mat should be suffice. Let's see if that's gonna slide. Shouldn't. Feels like it's pretty secure. But yeah, man, that's all Pelican Curls are really. Something is not right. Let me see. Nah, I think I put them the wrong way around. I think I'm supposed to go higher one. Let's try that instead. I think that will sort the problem is. I got it in reverse. Not bad. Okay. Now, until you try these, you might say, oh, that looks easy, that looks simple, whatever. But Pelican Curls really do put a stress on your bicep. It is a great way that you can, work your biceps with just your body weight. Obviously, it is easier if you do have straps, but you could always use rope or, towels, anything you have available that's going to allow you to suspend yourself from something high. But yeah, we'll do one more set of those. Session done. Wow. All right. I went a little too deep. Jesus. Let me try again. Nah. I think the biceps are cooked, man. I ain't even gonna push it. I ain't even gonna push it for today. Ladies and gents, session done. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.